Hi there everybody, this is Dark who brings us awesome video. Welcome to my new series, if you want to call it. It's called Creativerse. Basically, we're just gonna dabble a little bit. I'm gonna show you a little bit stuff I've been doing off camera. Cause, my world is like cool and all. But I was thinking, hey, come on. All these trees are a little bit, I don't know, boring and whatnot. So I dabbled a little bit in different sort of trees, and the way I'm doing it, now it's trees. Later on, I'm gonna have another idea. So I'm like, I have a tree. I have a tree in mind. See, and I go on Google Pictures. I see real pictures which I enjoy. Like, okay, this oak tree looks pretty nice. So the way I do it, like I take this trunk, go as high as I want, and after that, it's the most simplest of solutions. Then I take, some leaves, then behind the leaves some, fences, and I just look at the picture on Google Pictures and I do the branches. No, this, that, doesn't matter where you go. And then I just, cover the branches or fences in this case, which basically the branches are give the shape of the tree mostly, and then I cover all the, fences with the leaves. Only the fences. I don't go extra out of my way to shape the tree. And of course, if I'm I'm a little bit unsatisfied with the shape, it's pretty, like this guy is like, I don't know, looking a little bit too flat, and I just go back with the initial branch and I just mold it as I please, until I get a good shape. So I take this branch, I extend over here, take this branch, extend it over here, without each fence touching itself, if it doesn't need to touch itself. And I extend the branch, then put more leaves, and until I get the shape I'm looking for. This is just a pretend tree, the example tree. And after that, like I'm like, okay, this tree has potential. So yeah, like I said, going on Google Pictures, get a nice picture of, let's say, an oak tree or whatever tree I want to build, extending the logs over here. Then by looking at the real pictures, I take the fences and I mold all the branches, and then I pretty much cover them with leaves. Probably the leaves take the most amount of time, because you gotta carefully place it so it looks cool and whatnot. And this is my first like oak tree. See all the fences going this way, that way, this way, different ways. Got a nice looking shape. Not too shabby for a first try, because I'm not good at custom trees. But yeah, it's simple. But actually it looks pretty nifty. Some people might disagree or something like that. It's actually, now that I thought about it the first time, I'm like, this is ugly. But after that, I'm like, wait a minute, this is actually realism. I put some realism in the game, because you got this main trunk, then the branches made from fences, so it makes perfect sense. And when I put the leaves about, without the leaves, it looks a little bit ugly. But when you put the leaves on, it's like, not bad. And after each tree I finish, I go and do the, the base, like the trunk. These slabs, it's supposed to look like, branches, and not branches, roots and whatnot in the ground. Mix it up with the new coarse dirt. Whatchamacallit, I don't even know what it is. It's a grass pet block. And yeah, pretty nifty. Nothing too fancy pants, but I like it. And here we have another oak tree, but a taller, better, definitely bigger ones, because I want to have lots more space to work with the roots, because this one is a little bit thin, a little fatter one. I think it's a let me see, yeah, it's a 3 by 3, whoops, 3 by 3 tree, definitely. So it gives me more shape to work with. A little bit dark under here, because it's a shade. And yeah, lots of things to work. I mean, this fences on the side looks like actually the half of the wood is exposed. It's actually the roots, not, I mean, the most thinner roots, you know, because you know they have the main structure of the tree, then you got the fatter roots, and the way they go down and down and down, they get thinner. So it's like that representation. And this time I actually put some different blocks, like besides the pad blocks, coarse dirt, the other wood and whatnot. And yeah, simple, functional, and looks fantastic. I mean, some of the shapes are like a little bit weird, but depends on the way you look at it, you know, different views and whatnot. On different sides looks different, like this over here, weird looking shapes, but I don't know, I like it. I like it. Yeah, from this angle it's not too shabby actually. Well, from over here, yeah. Then we go to the pine wood tree, which like somebody might say is like weird, but I think I like it. It's pretty nifty. Cause you got, I don't know, these like curved, you know, the pine woods just like facing upwards, the branches. They have this sort of weird curvage, but I haven't seen it anywhere before, so let's just say it's a unique tree, like curvy. Very curves, lots of curvage, like the branches on this side basically. I don't know, just look at the picture of a pine tree and I don't know, for me it actually makes quite sense. And I mean, from here it's meh, I don't know, but from here, I mean, or from this angle, not too shabby. And again, that's different, the same with the other trees, like roots, this time with some slabbage, some grass on the coarse dirt here and there, some mushrooms, makes sense in a forest and whatnot. And if you, oh, by the way, if you don't know, I'm actually using good old B00's texture pack, and I'm loving it. I'm loving it, loving it. And since we got lots of shade, we put some red mushrooms, some brown ones, pretty damn nifty. I mean, this side looks a little bit flat. Could use some more work, maybe, I don't know. But for first timer on the custom tree extravaganza, I think I'm doing pretty swell for myself. Next we got some birch action. The most controversial wood in the whole entire universe of Minecraft. But oh, with this texture pack looks pretty nifty. You got the dark spots with the birch, but they're not all around the place. Just a little bit, just tell the difference, yeah. Ooh, I'm missing a leaf over here. You sneaky guy, cause placing a lot of leaves, sometimes you missed a couple of spots here and there. It happens. And I'm placing like 100 leaves, so cut me some slack. I mean, yeah, the shape is like I don't know, an upside down triangle, or it's a cone shape or something. I don't know. Yeah, something like that. I don't know. Weird, but in my book, weird is different, and different is interesting, and interesting is okay. So a nice little birch tree, like yo, the others, like the branches go like so. Like sharp up, and then each of these sharp up skidoodles has different branches branching from the main branch, like sub branches, like of the main branch over here. Then you go this way, you go that way, and I see a hole over here. And yeah, here it's a little bit like a cross section over here. Then you go this way, and then of course, no, I mean, the main ones are like basically if you go from upskidos, this is the main one on the top of the tree. Then you go this four there, which they begin at the bottom, they curve up, and after that I just put some different curves in the like some smaller branches from the biggest branches, which go to the side, basically these middles in the sides, so there's not many holes, like maybe this one. If you look at it from the top, you see this little hole here and there. I mean, it's not perfect, but I like it. I'm not copying anybody, I'm doing my thing, and that's a big plus in my book. And it looks different. And of course you got the style of roots. I mean, it's a small tree, it's not a fat tree like that guy over there. You got little roots like wood coming out of the ground, mixed up with some little brown clay, some coarse dirt, some planks, all the differentiations depending on which place you're gonna use the tree, depending on its wood. And this one, not too sure about that one, but this is like a smaller, thinner tree. Actually, it's made entirely out of fences. Kinda skinny, but I don't know. It could work for somebody's backyard garden or something like that. I actually have seen in real life thin trees like this one over here, so yeah. And put the, the thin tree on log, actually, makes sense. Not sure about the yellow flowers though. I mean, the color of the wood is a little bit yellowish, but I'm not sure about the flower part. I think maybe they're too much. And of course the padlocks, the coarse dirt, brown clay, and yeah, all the different soil, dirt material, basically. Like, cannot leave it plain and grass like that. You gotta put something underneath. Makes sense. And this is the final, yet newest. I actually made it a couple of minutes ago. It's supposed to be like one of them, whatchamacallit, palm, yeah, P-A-M-L, palm. That's how you spell it. I think it's palm trees. Yeah, palm trees. And it's one of them leaning ones. Because I just saw it on a picture a couple of minutes ago, like I said, not a Minecraft picture, a real life image of a tree. And it's like on this beach, and it's like leaning just a few inches from the water, and oh look, I missed the spot. And yeah, definitely makes sense. I'm bringing real into realism. And yeah, the shape is not too shabby. I mean, a little bit rough around the edges here and there, but I mean, practice makes perfect. But I'm not into 1,000,000% perfect. I mean, even with little experience to making custom trees and whatnot, as long as they're having fun, and these trees look decent. Just because, first off, I'm not copying anybody. I'm making trees that are actually real. I mean, I'm putting realism in real. And I'm having fun at the same time on the side while making other videos and whatnot. So, but if you see one of them trees, you better be sure that I'm using this new, flat, super flat, creative world just to bring those ideas to life. And plus, I always wanted to, start the custom tree bonanza, and I guess today wasn't the day. Actually, I started these trees probably a week before that. I just see a week and 3 days or something like that. Each tree took like, I don't know, 2 to 3 hours or so, and I think I think I'm heading in the right direction. I like it. I don't hate it. Actually, I love these trees. I mean, you know, the tree okay. I mean, depending on which part of your world you're building, this downside could be altered and changed. But yeah, this pad block does make most sense of all the other blocks. I mean, but if you're building with pad blocks, does make sense to put clay and coarse dirt and whatever, basically all the brownish blocks in the game. And with that, without too much going into rambling mode, I bid you farewell, and then be sure if I make some more custom creations, I get oops. Yeah, you didn't see nothing. I didn't break it. And if I get too creative, I wanna pour my creative juices in this world. I should to give you an update on it. And of course, these trees are gonna be part of my world once I'm satisfied that I got like every type of tree I want to have. And plus, I could make a gazillion more different variations of it, and I'm gonna show you. So, thank you again for watching. This is this was like a little, let's just say, a little update for your peeps. So, thank you again for watching, and have a wonderful day. Bye bye.